Survival. It's a word that conjures images of daring escapes and heroic feats. We watch documentaries and read adventure stories, our minds captivated by tales of human resilience against nature's might. We think we understand what it takes to survive. We believe it's about fire-starting skills and knowing which plants are edible. But the truth, the one whispered only in hushed tones among survivors, is far more profound. You see, surviving in the wild isn't just about knowing how to build a fire or find food. It's about something far deeper, something that lies dormant within each of us, waiting to be ignited. It's about tapping into a reservoir of strength and determination that we often don't even know we possess. The skills, the techniques, they are important without a doubt, but they are merely tools. The true key to survival, the element that separates those who live from those who perish, is the power of the human spirit. It's the unwavering will to live, the refusal to surrender, the ability to find hope in the face of despair. This, my friends, is the untold truth of survival. We've all seen the survival shows, the ones where experts make it look easy. They build elaborate shelters, effortlessly snare rabbits, and purify water with nothing but a plastic bottle. It feeds into a misconception, a belief that surviving in the wild is about mastering a set of skills. While these skills are undeniably important, they are only part of the equation. The wilderness is a harsh and unforgiving teacher. It throws everything it has at you: hunger, thirst, extreme temperatures, dangerous animals, and the constant fear of the unknown. You'll find yourself battling not only the elements but also your own body and mind. The hunger pangs that gnaw at your insides, the bone-chilling cold that seeps into your very core, and the overwhelming fatigue that threatens to shut down your body, these are the true tests of survival. And then there's the psychological battle, the relentless loneliness, the crushing weight of fear, and the insidious creep of doubt. These can be far more dangerous than any predator or storm. The wilderness doesn't care about your fancy gear or your survival knowledge. It will test your limits, push you to the brink, and force you to confront the rawest, most primal parts of yourself. We often hear stories of people lost in the wild, seemingly well-equipped and knowledgeable, who tragically lose their fight for survival. These stories often leave us baffled. How could someone with all the right tools and know-how succumb to the elements? The answer, more often than not, lies in the unseen battleground, the mind. Take the case of experienced hiker James, who went missing in the Sierra Nevada mountains. Despite being an avid outdoorsman with years of experience, he made a series of seemingly irrational decisions that ultimately led to his demise. He strayed from the trail, abandoned his gear, and was found miles off course, delirious and disoriented. Or consider the story of Amy, a seasoned adventurer who became lost in the Amazon rainforest. Despite having ample supplies and survival training, she panicked, made poor choices, and ultimately succumbed to the unforgiving jungle. These cases, while tragic, highlight a crucial point. Survival is not just about what you know, but about who you are when the stakes are highest. The wilderness is a crucible, a relentless testing ground that pushes you to your absolute limits. It's here, stripped bare of the comforts and distractions of civilization, that the true battle for survival unfolds. And this battle, more often than not, is won or lost in the mind. Fear, doubt, panic, these are the silent killers in the wild. They cloud judgment, cripple rational thinking, and lead to a downward spiral of poor decisions and despair. On the other hand, hope, determination, and a will to live can fuel your spirit, sharpen your focus, and ultimately be the difference between life and death. The ability to manage your emotions, to stay calm amidst chaos, to find the strength to persevere when all seems lost. These are the true survival skills. These are the qualities that will see you through the darkest of nights and the most challenging of terrains. This is the mental fortitude that separates survivors from victims. For years, we've focused on the tangible aspects of survival, building fires, finding food, constructing shelters. We've meticulously studied plant identification, honed our navigation skills, and invested in the latest high-tech gear. But in doing so, we've overlooked the most powerful tool we possess, our own minds. Mental resilience, the ability to adapt and cope in the face of adversity, is the unspoken advantage in any survival situation. It's the inner strength that allows you to push through pain, overcome fear, and maintain hope, even when logic dictates otherwise. It's about digging deep, finding that reserve of inner strength, and refusing to give up, even when the odds are stacked against you. This resilience isn't something you're born with. It's a skill, a muscle that needs to be trained and conditioned. Just like you wouldn't venture into the wilderness without knowing how to build a fire, you shouldn't face the unknown without fortifying your mind. So how do we cultivate this mental resilience, this unwavering will to survive? It starts with recognizing its importance, acknowledging that mental strength is just as crucial as any survival skill. Then it's about actively incorporating practices into our daily lives that challenge our minds, push us out of our comfort zones, and build that inner fortitude. Start by embracing discomfort. Challenge yourself physically and mentally. Take on that challenging hike. Try that new activity that scares you. Push yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Each challenge overcome, each fear conquered, builds resilience and strengthens your resolve. Practice mindfulness. Learn to control your breath, quiet your mind, and manage your emotions. Meditation, yoga, or simply spending time in nature can help you develop this inner calm and focus. Remember, a calm mind is a clear mind, and a clear mind makes better decisions under pressure. Survival is not a guaranteed outcome. It's a combination of preparedness, skill, and a healthy dose of luck. But there's one factor that you have complete control over: your will to live. This indomitable spirit, this refusal to give up, is often the deciding factor between life and death. Remember the story of Aron Ralston, the hiker who famously amputated his own arm after being pinned by a boulder for days? It wasn't his survival skills or equipment that saved him. It was his unwavering will to live, his refusal to accept defeat. He visualized his future, clung to the hope of seeing his loved ones again, and found the strength within himself to perform an unimaginable act of self-preservation. This is the power of the human spirit, the will to live that burns within each of us. It's a primal force, a deep-seated instinct that can be cultivated and strengthened. It's about finding that inner voice that whispers, "Don't give up," even when all hope seems lost. Survival is not a spectator sport. It's not something you can learn from books or documentaries alone. It's about pushing your limits, testing your mettle, and discovering the depths of your own strength. It's about embracing the unknown, respecting the power of nature, and never ever giving up on yourself. So, the next time you venture into the wild, remember this: the most important piece of survival gear you can carry is not a compass or a fire starter, but an unyielding will to live. Cultivate it, strengthen it, and never underestimate its power. Are you prepared to face the wild, not just with your skills and equipment, but with the unwavering strength of your mind? The wilderness awaits, and it's time to discover what you're truly capable of.